January 6, 2021, the beating of Victoria White. This is DC police officer Jason Bagshaw. Watch as he relentlessly strikes a defenseless Victoria White in the face with a baton a few dozen times. Bagshaw is known in DC for his violent behavior. It is the policy of the Metropolitan Police Department that each member of the department shall in all cases use only the minimum amount of force which is consistent with the accomplishment of his or her mission, and shall exhaust every other reasonable option first. This is not reasonable. This is deadly force being applied to a woman who is trapped and cannot move. This is hate. What threat does Victoria pose to these officers? Is she not complying? Although Bagshaw has targeted Victoria, he also swings his baton at other protesters' heads with deadly force. Other defendants have testified that they witnessed Bagshaw's assault on Victoria and that they were trying to help her. How would you react if you saw a 300-pound man beating a tiny defenseless woman to death in front of you? Bagshaw brutally strikes Victoria in the face. Why? Victoria is fighting for her life, trying to guard her head from the baton strikes with her arm. Note that while Bagshaw viciously beats Victoria, the officer on the ledge is drenching her in OC spray. In the body cam footage, you can learn that at least 4 of these officers were attacking Victoria at once, using their weapons in a manner that is illegal. You can see the desperation on her face. It seems as if she is begging the officers to stop. But it continues. Now Bagshaw uses his baton to stab her in the face. This is brutality. This is deprivation of civil and human rights. You won't believe what Bagshaw does to Victoria White next. He repeatedly punches her in the face as hard as he can. There is nothing she can do. She is completely at the lack of mercy from these men who swore an oath to protect her. But here they are, beating her half to death. How many judges have seen this footage in their courtrooms and pretended they didn't see this injustice, as they spent the last 4 years persecuting the men who were trying to save her? That's not mentioning Victoria herself, who was charged and went to prison for letting the cops almost kill her. Now another officer appears to be stabbing her in the face with his nightstick, using two hands to drive her head into the wall that has her trapped. Victoria continues to struggle for her life amidst the chaos. Victoria appears again with a look of exhaustion and shock on her face. She can barely breathe. No one can from the chemicals the police were spraying in the tunnel. She is being flung around like a rag doll. She is begging them to stop. They ignore her and she falls down. Perhaps she collapsed from pure exhaustion, or that in combination with a few dozen forceful strikes to her head by a grown man twice her size. Miraculously, she gets back up. But the onslaught continues. She tries to defend herself by grabbing the nightstick. Victoria appears to fall down, and then we know she was taken inside the Capitol and arrested.